How's it going, you guys? It is Will here, and today we're looking at the Bandai Movie Monster series, Kiryu or Mechagodzilla 2002 version 2.0. Now, honestly, guys, out of all the 2.0 figures that Bandai has come out with recently, I think Kiryu is definitely my favorite, because his sculpt is very improved from the other 6-inch Kiryus that we've gotten in recent years, as well as the paint job. The paint job, this one just pops and looks way more screen accurate compared to the other 6-inch Kiryus, which I'll compare him to in a bit. And this figure is a brand new buy. I just picked him up like a day before shooting this video. Still has his tag on. So you got Godzilla against Mechagodzilla and Movie Monster series. Inside the tag is what you would expect. Japanese text and great picture of Kiryu 2002 right there. I love this Kiryu design the most. I love the blue weapons. And this figure is honestly just super great and a big improvement to the other 6-inch Kiryus that we have gotten. And it's especially a big improvement to the last 2002 6-inch Kiryu we got. That figure honestly looks so boring and awful. Like, it's just one solid light gray, a dull gray too, and the weapons are like a dull bright blue. The figure just looks unfinished. This figure, Bandai definitely brought their game back and made a great 6-inch 2002 Kiryu. Like, the color of the weapons looks spot on, and it looks a lot like the 8-inch figure in terms of the coloration as well. And I really dig the open mouth. I don't think we've gotten a 6-inch Kiryu figure, or any Kiryu figure from Bandai with an open mouth like this, unless you're counting like Monster Arts or Soul Jokoken. But just for basic Bandai, I think this is a brand new face sculpt for Kiryu, and honestly, it looks incredible. As for articulation, it's a Bandai Kiryu, and normally their articulation is pretty limited. Nothing in the legs, there's one solid piece. No waist articulation. The arms do rotate, but again, it's pretty limited. Head can move, but he'll end up banging into his shoulder weapon, so you don't want that. And his tail does have articulation, but won't really do you much good. But that's to be expected with the Bandai vinyl 6-inch Kiryus. If you want super articulated, you go to Soul Jokoken or you go to Monster Arts. That's all I can say about that. Now, the paint job on this Kiryu 2.0 is way improved as opposed to other 6-inch Kiryu figures, especially the last 2002 Kiryu they came out with. Like I said, that figure looked so unfinished, and the dull light gray paint and the dull bright blue weapons just looks awful. This one definitely is like 10 times better, maybe even 20 times better. And what really helps with that is not only is it the right color for Kiryu's weapons, but they also went ahead and they brought back the black highlights on Kiryu's wiring here, and that just helps the figure pop so much more as opposed to just him looking like one solid color. Now, I will go ahead and I'll bring out my other 6-inch Kiryus. So I do not have the last 2002 Kiryu that came out with, but I do have a 2003 Kiryu with the shoulder weapons. Now, this figure came out in 2018, I believe. And as you see, it does have the highlights, but it doesn't look nearly as pronounced as 2.0 over here. And also, I just really don't like the paint job on this one, because he looks like he's one solid color. Like, had they made these shoulder weapons like a darker gray from the rest of the body, it would have looked a lot better. Also, this Kiryu is missing the red paint on Kiryu's face. Like, he doesn't have those face scars. So he's really missing that in terms of the color. So he just comes across as looking pretty bland looking. And then I also have the Kiryu with no weapons, also from Tokyo SOS. As you can see, he has the modified chest piece and the modified arm, but it's not the drill hand, it's his actual arm. This one, I think, actually does look better than the heavily armed Kiryu, mainly because the color of the eyes, they're like the more brighter yellow, so it helps the figure pop a little bit more, and it gives a nice contrast to the rest of the body. This one has like a weird, like, greenish color for the eyes, so again, he just comes across as looking very bland looking. Whereas this one has the red paint on the face and has the more yellow eyes, so it helps the figure pop more. But again, he's missing like the black highlights that 2.0 over here has. So yeah, paint job wise, this one is far superior to these other older 6-inch Kiryus. Now, I do believe that Bandai is going to be coming out with a Kiryu 2003 2.0, which is going to be using most of this Kiryu's body mold, but it's going to be making the updated changes to make him resemble the Tokyo SOS design, such as the new shoulder weapons, the new arm, and new chest piece. Honestly, I've only seen the prototype picture of it. I have not seen any in-hand photos, so I don't know how the paint is going to be. But hopefully if they use like the same paint job as this Kiryu's body, I just pray that they make the shoulder weapons a different color from the body, because that is where this one suffered. Like, the weapons are the same color as the metal of Kiryu's body, so it doesn't pop out as much. So hopefully the 2.0 Tokyo SOS Kiryu has like that gunmetal color gray for the weapons, and then like the shiny silver part of Kiryu for his body, because the sculpt of this Kiryu is very nice. So if they can make those slight changes to make him look like the Tokyo SOS design and give him the awesome paint job, it will look incredible. And here is Kiryu 2.0 scaled up with his 8-inch ancestor. As you can see, this one definitely takes inspiration for this one of the paint job. You know, both of them have the black highlights around Kiryu's wiring. Both of them have that nice dark blue color for the shoulder weapons. I always thought this one looked very great in terms of its paint job. So I'm so happy to see the stuff that made this one awesome in terms of its paint brought back for 2.0. Because like I said, those other 6-inch Kiryus were definitely lacking in the paint department. But yeah, this one definitely took inspiration from that one, and I'm okay with that. And then lastly, you guys, I gotta scale Kiryu up with the Godzilla he fought. So here is another one of my latest buys. It is the Bandai Muimasa series 6-inch Godzilla 2002. And honestly, they look pretty good together, I would say. I mean, technically Kiryu is supposed to be like a little bit taller than Godzilla, but not so much taller. But honestly, this looks fine to me. It's one of the better Muimasa series scaling, because as you know, Muimasa series doesn't really care about scale. I mean, look at their Destroya and Hedera. Those monsters are supposed to be giant, and their figures are so tiny. But yeah, honestly, I'm not complaining about this. This is a pretty decent scaling, and they look very nice together. Now guys, let me know if you want a full review of the 6-inch Godzilla 2002, because honestly, I'm like on the fence about it, because I reviewed so many Kiryu Goji figures on the channel already, so I'm like, should I do another one? So let me know if you want that in the comments down below. So overall, you guys, Kiryu 2002 version 2.0, very great figure. I love the improvements that they made to the sculpt. The paint job is very much improved from older 6-inch Kiryu figures. The open mouth I actually do really like. It helps differentiate this Kiryu from the older mold, and it looks pretty great. Like, he looks like he could be as detailed as a Monster Arts Kiryu or the Soul Jigoken figures. Like, he just looks that good. And like, the improvements to the paint job I really enjoy as well. So definitely, if you're a fan of Kiryu like I am, definitely pick this one up. You will definitely not be disappointed. And honestly, this gives Bandai the opportunity to make other Kiryus as well. They can make a 2002 Kiryu with no weapons. Like I said earlier, they are making a 2003 Kiryu with the heavily armed weapons. But hey, why stop there? They could also make a 2003 Kiryu with no weapons, kind of like this one, with the new arm, but not the drill hand. And even if they wanted to, they could make a battle damaged Kiryu with a burnt out eye and a drill arm. So Bandai, with this mold, you got opportunities to make brand new Kiryu figures. Like, you can improve these two guys from Tokyo SOS with this new mold. But hey, who knows what will happen in the future, but hopefully we do see more of this Kiryu mold, because it looks very great. And it looks pretty good with the new 6-inch 2002 Godzilla as well. So guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment, like, all that fun stuff. I can't wait to hear from you guys, and it's been pretty fun making videos again. So if you want me to keep going, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video.